for future reference. And that way leaders can reference that as well later on if there are questions. So thank you again for taking time out of your evening to attend tonight's Troop Leader or Troop Fall Product Coordinator training for the 2021 Fall Product Program. This year's theme includes the Emperor Penguin as well as the Rise Up theme. So you will see that throughout this training, and Erin will actually provide a little bit more information about those penguins. They're absolutely adorable, and I think you will love the reward theme or the penguin themed rewards that are very cute for our girls as well. So again, thank you for taking time out of your evening to attend this program. We will keep it as brief as possible, but also as informative as possible. This year, the Fall Product Program will kick off on September 24th, and it will run through October 18th of this year. So girl emails will arrive on the 18th, and volunteer emails will actually be arriving tomorrow. So we will review those emails that will be arriving just a little bit later in the training. So tonight we're going to cover several topics, including the troop profit and the products that we are offering this year. We're also going to discuss troop responsibilities and key dates, as well as troop material needed to kick off your troop sale. We'll take a look at the online program as well as the M2 operating system, the rewards that girls can earn through participation in the Fall Product Program. Erin will take a look at the M2 ordering system with us. We'll also discuss product pickup locations as well as troop finances. So a jam-packed training, but hopefully very informative as well. So as just a reminder from what was new from last year, we were new with M2 Media last year, and we will be returning again with them this year. I think you will find that the girls in your troop find that this site is very fun for them. They can design their own avatar, they can see their troop and interact online, and it's a lot of fun for our girls. So like I mentioned, there are fantastic avatar design opportunities, and you'll get to see a little bit more about that later on in the training. Also, all of our magazine sales are now online, which makes the magazine buying process so much smoother for our customers as well as our Girl Scouts. So now customers can choose between candy or nut items and or magazines for the Fall Product Program. So let's take a look at some of the responsibilities that you will have as the Fall Product Troop Coordinator or the Troop Leader. So some of your responsibilities include completing the fall product training, which you are all doing this evening by joining us. So congratulations, one item checked off your to-do list. That's awesome. We then ask that you will conduct a girl and parent training to let them know about the program. We do have resources and materials for that girl and parent training available for you on our website. We also ask that you will distribute the materials to your girls and parents. If any of your girls have paper order forms and need help entering those, you may need to help assist in entering troop product or reward orders online. You will also work to collect and deposit the money in the troop bank account, as well as distribute product and rewards to girls. You also will submit any outstanding balance or OSB forms, along with any permission forms and receipts to your local service center by November 30th, 2021. So if there is a Girl Scout that owes money for the Fall Product Program, you'll complete this form, and we'll go over that process a little bit later on in the training. So we do, as I mentioned, we do have a training presentation already put together for you to use at your troop meeting, and that is available on our Girl Scout website. So if you visit getyourgirlpower.org and visit the fall product section, any resources you may need will be available for you there. You can also visit the M2 Media website for resources, and that URL is gsnutsandmags.com/GS Central Illinois. So looking at eligibility, any registered Girl Scouts who do not have any outstanding debt to their troop or our council can participate in the Fall Product Program. We do want to make sure that all of our girls have signed parent permission forms, so that way they can participate. And in the case of an outstanding balance, you have that parent permission form as well. Looking at troop eligibility, troops are eligible as long as they have no outstanding balance due to our council and their adult members are registered. We do ask that troop leaders have submitted their authorization agreement for direct payment form, which we call being ACH ready. And this allows us to be able to automatically withdraw any fall product costs from your troop. We do understand that the fall product sale does come at a unique time where troops may be just forming. Maybe you don't have a bank account yet or don't have everything ACH ready. So we do allow troops who have a late start date to pay by check. They will bring the check to your local service center and pay by December 1st, 2021. So a troop who starts late does not have to skip the fall product program. They can jump right in and pay by check by December 1st. So we have 16 different nut and candy options this year, along with all kinds of magazines. We also have Adopt a Soldier candy or nut vouchers available. So all kinds of different options for our customers. So each Girl Scout will receive a candy and nut order card, and troops will receive an order card either from your service unit coordinator at a service unit training or meeting, or you can swing by your local service center, and each service center is stocked with all of the fall product material you need for your troop. So there are two ways to participate. A girl can participate in person using the nut order card, or she can participate online by sending emails and sharing her link on social media to her friends and family to purchase magazines or nuts and chocolates, or she can do both, which is ideal. And that way she has all kinds of different opportunities to reach her goals. So the order card has our 16 delicious nut and candy offerings for the year. Girls will use that for in-person sales. Now troops can do paper order entry in a couple different ways, and that is up to you and your troops individually. You can either have your Girl Scouts turn their completed order cards into you, and you can enter them into the M2 system. Or you can have the parents and the girls work together to enter the paper orders that they received online. So whichever would work better for your troop, feel free to use whichever method. We do encourage, if you receive the order cards, to just make a copy in case one gets misplaced. It doesn't hurt to have that backup file just in case an order card is missing. Our Adopt a Soldier program is again returning for the year, and this is a great opportunity for our Girl Scout troops to give back to our military troops who are serving overseas. The customer will indicate their $5 donation under the Adopt a Soldier column on the order card, and the customer can then designate whether they will donate a candy or a nut item. And what's also great is that for customers who are shopping online, the Adopt a Soldier donation is also available on the Ashton Farms online platform. So that way girls can collect Adopt a Soldier donations this way. And it's amazing to hear the stories from either families of soldiers who have received these products or somehow related to this about what a great taste of home this brings. So it's a great program for our girls to participate in. So online ordering is the best and only way for girls to sell magazines. It's very simple for our Girl Scouts. They can simply email or text their customers. The customer using that link can then browse through the online sales options. They don't have to fill out any order blanks. There's no physical money for the Girl Scout to collect because all orders are paid online. And there's also no chance of missing an order if someone's not home or wasn't in the office or something like that. What's also great about online orders is that customers will actually receive their magazines faster than the standard order magazine form. So it's about a 4 to 6 week earlier time period than a standard order form. So for online nuts and chocolates, customers can choose which option, whether they have their items girl delivered to them by the Girl Scout or directly shipped to their home. The customers pay for all of their online products at the time of checkout, and then the money collected online and the items are automatically added to that Girl Scout. So there is no transferring to worry about on that side. It's automatically taken care of online. So I've talked a lot about the M2 media system, and I'm now going to go ahead and turn it over to Aaron from M2, and he will be able to show you the M2 operating system. So Aaron, I'll go ahead and turn it over to you.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Emma. All right, so I promised that I would share oops, missed that. There we go. A photo of the family. I know that's usually when we do in-person training, often I'll bring pictures of the kids, and that's been for years all of a sudden. So that crazy guy on the far right, that's me with the bandana. My bride is there just towards the middle with a hat on. And then my oldest, Lauren, who is no longer a baby, is now 16 and driving, which is crazy. Then my 14-year-old, who is now towering over my wife, is there to the far left. And then my 10-year-old, Naomi, the one with the shocked look, is right down there in the middle. Then my next is Miriam. She's 8 and ferocious. And then Caleb's my crazy Caleb. He's 6 there down in the bottom right-hand corner. We went to a family camp this summer. So this is one of our theme nights over the course of the summer. So just wanted to share an update on the family. Again, my name is Aaron Parker. I work with M2, and I'm based actually out of Chicago. And let's see, I've been working with Girl Scouts for 21 years now. First 6 years with one of the cookie bakers, and then the last 16 years, bad math, 15 years with the Fall Product Program. So it's great to be with you this evening. And now we're going to take some time over the next little bit to walk through the software. First of all, though, we just want to thank you. Thank you for just your help with the troops. The work you do at the troop level is just tremendous directly with the girls. So thank you for that. We know 2020 was challenging. 2021 has been very challenging, but you continue to make it a wonderful experience for the girls. So we're thankful for your time, your energy, and your commitment. One of the things that as you talk to the families and your troops, is just to remind them of the why of the program. You've got kind of your why, and we'll talk about that in a moment, but there's lots of different reasons to participate in the program for their Girl Scout. One is definitely it's a great learning experience as girls go through the program. They learn how to engage with friends and family directly, also over the phone, digitally, so they learn a lot of skills through that. In addition, troops earn funds to do some amazing things. We know that your troops are active and you like to go on adventures, travel, camp, different activities as a troop. So, and that requires funding. So this program provides a great way, especially early in the year, to be able to do a lot of things. We also give back in this ways. Financially, you also invest in different service projects. And so this enables that. And then last but not least, it helps to support all the great Girl Scout programs across the council, helps to support the camps to make things happen there as well. So important thing is just to figure out what's your why, what's your reasons. Here's 4 compelling ones, but it may be your Girl Scout experience if you were a Girl Scout growing up. It may be that you have a Girl Scout and Girl Scouting right now, or maybe you are just here because you are so committed to the movement. And so just being able to share and convey that, because you will be asked, is really, really important. And we want to come back to this year's theme is Rise Up. And you are rising up by supporting girls. And I love this next one and can't tire of saying it. You are directly impacting the future of girls by facilitating the largest girl-led entrepreneur program in the world. Like, that's amazing. That is amazing, the work that you're doing there at the troop level. You're assisting girls in earning funds to do amazing adventures, service opportunities, locally, nationally, globally. You're providing girls with the opportunity to share their skills to make a world a better place. And you're providing girls with life-changing experiences through both the Fall Product Program and the Cookie Program. They are just enabling girls to do some incredible things in their lives. So one of the things we do every year is we come up with a different theme. This year's theme, as mentioned earlier, is Rise Up. We have a different theme mascot every year. This year's theme mascot is the Emperor Penguin. A few different interesting facts about the emperor penguin is they're the largest of all living penguin species. There's about 600,000 of them, and they can dive to a depth of 1,800 feet, which is just incredible. And they can hold their breath for up to 21 and a half minutes longer than I can. So 22 minutes there, pretty incredible number. They're good aerodynamic, strong flippers. They're great swimmers and reach speeds about 7.6 miles per hour. The other thing I like is they work together as a team. We know that you can reach a point literally once those eggs are there that they kind of pack together, like 5,000 of them. They surround, keep those legs warm. And then those on the outside of the circle, once they get cold, they move to the middle, and those in the middle kind of come to the outside. And so over the course of kind of keeping those eggs warm, they work together as a team. I love that imagery, that idea of working together as a team for a common purpose, because that's what your troops are doing. They're working together for a variety of different purposes over the course of the year to accomplish common goals. And so it's important to identify those as a troop so that as the girls go out and participate in the fall product program, they know the part that they have to play in that team effort. On the back of the nut order card, there's a variety of different rewards. There are combined item levels, which essentially is a combination of both the nuts that are sold on the nut order card and then also online, plus the magazine subscriptions. And so those are considered combined or total items. So as a girl reaches those different levels, she earns that item. All rewards are cumulative. So if a Girl Scout reaches the 40 combined item level, she'll get the item at 40, 35, and at 25. Further down, you can see the patch levels as well. There's a 12 nut level, there's an 18 plus email sent, and then a 3 magazine level. These are great standalone patches, but they also nestle together as well in a nice combination there. Last thing I want to mention here is that there are 2 different plushes as part of the program. At the 40 level, there's the small penguin plush, which is basically the baby chick penguin. And then at the 100 level, we've got the adult size emperor penguin there as well. So both the large and small are different this year, and so it makes it very complimentary for girls to earn those 2 different rewards. There is once again a personalized patch earning opportunity. This is one of my favorites. Last year, you had the Girl Scout avatar for the first time to be able to, each of your Girl Scouts to be able to design their very own avatar. That's going to happen again this year. Girls going to get to pick between her first name, her initials, or her nickname. And then she gets to pick between 2 different backgrounds. You can see on the left-hand side there's the harbor view. And then towards the middle, just to the right there, you've got the research background there, the research center background. So girls are going to get to choose between these 2 different backgrounds. It'll have her very own avatar here. And then there's also an opportunity to include a mailing address for that parent or guardian as well. So if you, once that parent or guardian's in there, they can enter their mailing address so that as soon as that Girl Scout earns it, she can have that directly shipped off to basically her address. And girls earn this patch by sending 18 emails and then reaching $300 in total sales. And that can be a combination of both online sales and with the net order card. It'll total it up, reaches $300. It'll automatically trigger that to be created and then sent off to that Girl Scout. Troop proceed wise, troops receive $1 for each nut item sold in person or online, and $2.50 for each magazine that's sold online as well. So those are the troop proceeds for this year, once again. So there's 2 different options of participation with the program. One way, as mentioned earlier, is with the nut order card, which we'll just mention and go through in just a moment. The other option is with online. You can send emails, you can share the link on social media, as well as a number of different options that we'll highlight in just a few moments. So first, we're going to talk about the nut order card. You can see there's 16 different items that are featured on the nut order card. There's a number of items that are from last year that we once again brought back this year, but there are some new items on here. The first one is in the upper left-hand corner. You can see the Mint Treasures with the uniform tin. It's a 4-sided tin that has uniforms through the decades. And so it's got 4 different uniforms on it. Then on the top it has the Girl Scout trefoil that's embossed and basically pops up a little bit there on the top. A couple other new items and we just want to highlight. We've got the caramel apples down towards the bottom left, 3rd row. Those are amazing. They're boxed chocolate They are Macintosh apple flavored. So that's the flavoring, and then chocolate. So it's like a chocolate apple. And no, it does not count as part of your daily fruit or nutritional value. So, but it is still really amazing tasting. So definitely try that. In addition, we have the sweet and salty mix. It's a combination of a number of different nuts that are covered in honey. And then we also have some that are covered in salt as well. And so that kind of combination of the sweet and salty mix is a new combination this year. And that comes in a pop top can. And then you can see we've got a number of other items that are returning items as well. So just to review with the tins themselves, at the very top, we've got the mint treasures, and you can see those. That's in the Girl Scout tin. You get an image there of the 4 different uniforms that are part of that tin. And then down at the bottom there, you can see we have the bunny holiday tin. So it's great around the holidays, Christmas time, makes a great gift item. And there's a choice between the deluxe pecan clusters or the caramel treasures. And so those are there, make great teacher gifts, especially in the fall timeframe. Once again, there's an opportunity to give back as well with the Care to Share program. The way that works is the friend or family can make a $5 donation either on the nut order card, or they can do this online as well. The troop receives $1 for troop proceeds for every donation that's made. The Girl Scout gets 5 of these donations between in-person and online sales. She'll receive the Care to Share patch. And of course, troops receive proceeds and credit towards other rewards as well. And all of these donations will be totaled up at the end of the program. And then we'll get these products to Operation Gratitude that shares these products with servicewomen and servicemen. All right, now we're going to talk about the girls' online experience. And Emma, are there any questions at all at this point that you need me to answer, or should I just continue forward?
No questions.
I was just going to say I had a few, but CJ and I had them handled. Thanks, CJ.
Awesome. Thank you. All right. So now we're going to take some time to walk through the girls' online experience and give you kind of a firsthand look at, you may not have a Girl Scout in your family, so you may not be able to see this on the first day. So, but what we want to do is want to walk you through kind of what the girls' experience is going to be like through the program. Then we'll take some time and we'll walk through the troop level experience that you'll see firsthand. And then we'll just kind of close out with some key kind of reminders. So the first thing that's going to happen is on the very first day of the program, that Girl Scout family is going to receive a launch email inviting them to log in and begin participating in the program. And if that Girl Scout is a returning Girl Scout, she'll be able to log in with her email address from last year, use her password from last year. If she forgot it, there's a forgot password option. Or if it's a first-time participant, she'll be able to set everything up for the first time. One of the things to note is that you can toggle between English and Spanish on the site. So that is important just to note. So if family's more comfortable with Spanish, you're able to do that on one or more of the pages. So once you're in, you'll essentially, first thing that you'll do is you'll type in the zip code where you are, just so we can validate that that Girl Scout's in the right council. For those girls that are participating for the first time, we will go through the process of she'll set up a secure password. She'll verify the troop that she's in. And then she can also edit a nickname if she chooses to do that. If her name's Samantha and she goes by Sam, she's able to edit that. And then there were some questions about her Girl Scout goals, what Girl Scouting means to her, and what she and her troop are going to hope to do over the course of this year. And that comes into play when friends and family receive an invitation from that Girl Scout to shop her storefront. And it highlights those specific goals there so that it encourages them to come alongside her and support her in her Girl Scout experience. After you're logged in, this is where it takes tons and tons of time. This is where that Girl Scout is actually going to build her avatar. There are so many hairstyles, shoe styles, uniforms, and different clothing options that it just takes a long time, 15 to 20 minutes. It's a long process on average, but of course they want to get through it quick, they can, but it's fun. And so they spend a lot of time here. Also, the Girl Scout can record a voice message to friends and family. And that voice message then gets played when that friend or family receives it, and it puts a spotlight on the Girl Scout, and actually her avatar's lips move and share that message to friends and family. So it's a cool feature. She could also, instead of including her avatar in emails going to friends and family, she could include her Girl Scout photo if she chose to. What we know is girls spend so much time working on their avatars that very few actually send their Girl Scout photo anymore because they want to send their avatar. But certainly that's an option if she chooses to, and it is going to friends and family. Last but not least, if that Girl Scout has a troop video or a video talking about her goals for the upcoming year, she can include that in there as well, and that'll show up on the storefront. So lots of different options available here for that Girl Scout to be able to personalize her campaign. Once she does that and gets everything set up, then it's an opportunity to launch this to friends and family. Email is still by far the most popular option. So those emails get sent out to friends and family. However, 20% of online sales actually come from social media. So a lot of friends and family buy through Facebook and Twitter. Also, you can print off girl business cards off the dashboard. So you can print those off, cut them out, hand those out to friends and family. It's got that Girl Scouts avatar on it. It's got a unique link for that Girl Scout to share. Friends and family type that in, make a purchase of nuts or magazines, and then all those sales directly track back to that Girl Scout. Last thing I want to mention in terms of ways to share is this year there's an option to actually text the business card as well. The family simply goes in there, they put in there the mobile device for that parent. Parent receives the business card with that Girl Scouts avatar on it and the URL link. And then from that phone, simply uses the address book and sends that business card off to other friends and family. Friends and family then receive that text, click on that, and they can shop for nuts, shop for magazines, and it all directly tracks back to that Girl Scout. So cool new tool that's available this year. A few other things to highlight. Since this is your second year to use the M2 software, last year you had to enter in all the email addresses for the very first time. If that Girl Scout's participating for her second year this year, she just logs in with that email address she used last year, and then she'll be able to just simply click the email addresses of the friends and family she sent to last year and be able to send again. In addition, one of the things we do is if any friends and family bought on Facebook or Twitter, we actually include their email addresses back in that Girl Scouts address booklet as well. So it's possible she'll log in. Last year, maybe she sent 16 or 17, but she logs in and there might be 20 or 21 email addresses there because of the Facebook and Twitter purchases, and she can launch those off to friends and family. There is an option to include the last name. It does default to include that. And the reason for that is specifically with Online Girl Delivered. If I get an email from Sam, I may not know who Sam is, but if all of a sudden I get an email from Sam Parker, I may be like, I think that's Aaron and Christine's daughter. And you're more likely to actually purchase online and then wait for the delivery from that Girl Scout. However, if that friend or that Girl Scout family doesn't want to include their last name, they don't have to do that. But certainly it is going to friends and family. They can pick and choose who it goes to. Last but not least, if that Girl Scout sent emails to friends and family last year and they happen to order some magazines, this year, when they send to those same friends and family, it actually includes a one-click renewal for those customers, those friends and family. So, for example, every year I order magazines from my favorite Girl Scout. I often forget what those were. And so when I receive the email this year, it'll say, hey, here's the 3 magazines that you want to renew this year. And so I just click those, one click, put them in the shopping cart, and we're good to go. So this is a cool new tool that helps the friends and family to support their favorite Girl Scout. After that, they're basically back at their campaign headquarters. Lots of different tools available to do a number of different things. You can use it to send additional emails, social media, texting. You can print off business cards. You can, towards the end of the program, enter in the orders off the nut order card, which I'll talk about in just a little bit. You can make rewards selections. Now remember, if a Girl Scout reaches a level and there's one reward there, it'll automatically select that for her. However, at some of the upper levels, there are some reward options. And so once she reaches that level, she gets to choose which of the items she would like at that level. And we send reminders to her throughout the program about that. One of the other tools that's new this year is you can actually print off door hangers through the girls' dashboard. It's 2 per page. Print those out, you can cut them out. It's got a unique storefront code for that Girl Scout, as well as a QR code. So you put those on the doors of neighbors and friends in the area, and they just simply scan it or type in the link, make purchases of nuts and magazines online, and then it all directly tracks back to that individual Girl Scout. So that's a great new tool that's available this year for girls as well. Lots of reports. We'll highlight a couple of those in just a few minutes. And then last but not least, one of the important things I want to mention to you is the avatars room. So there's a room where you can go in, you can see the girl's avatar, and she gets to see her virtual rewards that she earned for sending emails, Facebook, all that kind of stuff. And then there's in that space a troop photo that has a photo of all of the girls in your troop's avatars, as well as your avatars as troop leaders or volunteers. Now, when we ask the girls why they visit this space, they actually visit the space on average 4 times over the course of the program. And we asked them why they visited the space. They said troop photo. And we're like, troop photo makes sense. You want to see the other avatars for the girls in the troop. They said, no. We said, really? What is it that interests you so much in the space? They said 2 things. Number 1, they wanted to see if their troop leader knew how to do the avatar or not. And number 2, they wanted to see if they did it right or not. So this is a challenge to you. It's a kind of reminder that when you do get into software, make sure to make your avatar, because the girls in your troop are going to be on the lookout for it. And number 2, take time on it, because you may end up getting to the first troop meeting and then being like, hey, you should use some of those green or purple highlights in your hair and those type of things. So they'll definitely have some good counsels there as well. So just a heads up on that, because they do ask about it. Now we're going to talk through the experience that friends and family have in terms of some of the communications that they'll receive from girls. This is a customer email off to the left-hand side here. It essentially has that girl's avatar on it. If that Girl Scout recorded a voice message, there's a space where you can click play and actually puts a spotlight again on her. The avatar talks and shares the message. Lips move on the avatar, a really cool feature there. And then friends and family can either click the magazine store or click the nuts and chocolate store and begin their shopping experience. That shopping experience looks just like this to the right-hand side. Fronts of the magazines, later behind there is the nut store. Along the top, it's got a video there. So if they have a troop video or their own Girl Scout video, that will be featured there. It includes their avatar. It also includes that thermometer that shows her progress towards her goals. In addition, it shows just below there what Girl Scouting means to her in a written format and talks about what they're hoping to do as a troop. And then lastly, it highlights top supporters. So when friends and family make a purchase, we don't share any of the purchase amounts here, but it does give friend or family members an option to be included as top supporters. If they opt into that, they'll be included in the list here to show their support behind their Girl Scout. And then you can see further below, you can choose from different magazines. If you clicked on the nut link, you can pick from a variety of different nut items. If you did pick the nut link, one of the first things that pops up is this screen right here. Friends and family are given the option to either choose between Girl Delivered and Shipped to Me right now. The Girl Delivered is where you get to pick from all 16 items off the nut order card, plus you can make a care to share donation if you want to. And you pick from all those items, you pay with a credit card, and then once that Girl Scout receives the product, she'll make delivery or we'll do some kind of porch pickup there. So that's Girl Delivered. The Shipped to Me is what we call direct ship. That's where Girl Scout families say, I can't wait for that product to be delivered. I need that chocolate now. And you go through and select the items, not only from the 16 items on the order card, but there's a little over 25 different Girl Scout items that friends and family can pick from and have that directly shipped to them. There is a shipping charge, of course, but they can get that product super fast and get to pick from a variety of different items. So those are 2 different choices that are available to Girl Scout friends and family. So the program begins, girls launch these communications off to friends and family. Then at the very end, it's an opportunity to enter in the totals off the nut order card. So it's important to note that all online sales, so if it's online Girl Delivered or online direct ship nuts, that all automatically is tabulated and added to online sales in totals and reports. So there is no reason or need for Girl Scouts families to enter any of the online sales. What we simply need is the totals off the nut order card. So there's 16 different item columns, plus there's one for care to share. Total up those columns on the nut order card and then enter them into the software with that parent or guardian. Enter those in there, save it, and they're good to go. What we do is we roll that up, add that to all the online Girl Delivered products. We submit that order to Ashton Farms, and they make sure to get that product ultimately back to that Girl Scout so she can get that delivered. So again, do not enter any of the online sales into the software at either your level or at the family level, but just simply the totals off the nut order card so we can make sure that those products get ordered properly. There's lots of different reports for the Girl Scout families to explore. When you click on the reports icon, looks just like this off to the left. There's tabs along the top. You can see online magazines, online nuts. One of the categories is online nuts girl delivered. There's a report under here that shows all of the friends and family that paid for nuts online and are expecting girl delivery of the product. It's basically got that name of that friend or family member. It's also got their email address and their phone number so that Girl Scout family can reach out to them to arrange delivery of all the products that are listed underneath their name for girl delivery. So that's one report that's helpful. Also, at the end of the program, if that family does have any girl delivered orders, we make sure to remind them of that fact. And then we send a link to where they can find the report to be able to make sure to have all the delivery information for those friends and family. So really, that's kind of one of the key reports there. All right, I'm going to pause again, see if there's any questions. Otherwise, I'll walk through the volunteer experience. So CJ or Emma, any other questions?
One question came up, Aaron, and I think I know the answer, but I want to be sure. So going back to the personalized patch, and when the troop leaders, when their troop sells $1,300 in sales, the troop leader gets a patch. But can the co-leader get a patch as well if they're on the administration?
Yes. So as long as they're part of the troop leadership within the software, they would also qualify for that as well.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Aaron, before we move on really quick, I just had a leader ask, do girls have to approve girl delivered orders like with the cookie system?
They do not at all. They don't have to do that. Certainly, we have very few instances where someone orders product out of jurisdiction or too far to deliver, something like that. If that does happen by any means, towards the end, we'll share a 1-800 number and contact information for customer service. And it's very easy for them to remove an order like that. But we have very few instances like that. But no, it's just simply those invitations all go out and then friends and family choose how they can support her.
Perfect. Sounds good. Thank you so much, Aaron.
You bet. All right. So now we're going to talk about the volunteer experience with the software. And yes, you get to build your very own avatar. What's funny is I see that one in the middle. That's an early version of me. So that's every time I see that one, it's a little freaky because I'm like, wow, that kind of looks like me a little bit, just the wrong color eyes. Let's see. So you're going to get an invitation that on September 17th, which is, as Emma mentioned earlier, tomorrow. You'll be able to log into the software. If you participated last year in leadership, you'll be able to log in with your email address and password from last year. If you forgot it, you can just reset it. And then, of course, if it's your first time, you'll just be able to click on the link and be able to log right in. When you get started, here's a few things that you will see that happens. One is we've got about an 8-minute troop video there. It does a quick overview of all the tools that are available to you at the troop level. So I'm going through it now, but they'll go in a little bit more detail with that video. It's great and it is super helpful. And I can tell you the year after we introduced that, it cut down on by 50% the number of calls from troops having questions about the software, just because it does a really good job of an overview to get you to the spots you need to get to be able to support the families in your troop. After you watch that video, then you'll be able to create your troop leader avatar. And again, don't forget to do that because the girls are going to be on the lookout for that. Next is we're going to ask you to launch the parent guardian email blast. And I'll walk through that in just a moment in more detail. But the way the software works is we uploaded all of the registered Girl Scouts into the software. And on the first day of the program, we will send off a launch email to all those Girl Scouts, but it'll be from a generic M2 email. What the parent guardian email blast is if you log in after tomorrow, once you receive the invitation, and review that list and actually edit it and submit it. And what we'll do on the first day of the program instead is we'll send an email from you as the troop leader to those Girl Scout families. What I can tell you is the generic one that goes out has about a 24% open rate. The one that comes from you at the troop level has a 74% open rate. So what I tell you is when you send an email, folks pay attention. Now, I can't guarantee they'll read the email, but they at least open it and pay attention to it. And we know from the stats that if you send the parent guardian email blast, more girls participate in the troop and they reach higher levels as well. So we'll talk in detail a little bit more about this in just a moment, but just wanted to highlight that. In addition, you'll have the ability to manage NUT card orders. So after those Girl Scouts are entering their totals, they'll get locked out, and then you'll have an opportunity to be able to make edits to any of those order card orders, or if a Girl Scout didn't get to enter in her order, you'll be able to add that in as well. And then last but not least, you have a variety of different reports, which we'll just highlight a few of those later on. So that parent guardian email blast, that screen's featured just off to the right-hand side here. What you'll see tomorrow when you log in is you'll see a list of all the girls that are registered within your troop. What we ask you to do is go in, confirm the email address, because we sometimes know that a registration email address is different than the parent's Girl Scout address or the parent's address they actually use. So update those if needed. If you see any girls missing, go ahead and edit and update those, because it'll get them the invitation to at least join in, and then they'll confirm registration on the back end of things. This is really an invitation from you at the troop level to say, hey, we're participating in the fall product program and let's get started. And again, these will go out on the first day of the program, but we do encourage you to begin queuing those up after tomorrow. Once the first day of the program does occur, you'll be able to look back at this spot again. You'll be able to see the status of emails, whether they're opened, sent, delivered, also bounced. So if you see that there's some emails that bounced, you may want to update the email addresses and then resend those. Those Girl Scouts get the invitation as well. So definitely something we want to encourage you to log in as soon as you can and get that queued up.
Aaron,
And then
quick
your
question. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yes.
Quick question about that parent guardian email blast. Someone had asked where you put in the first and last name. Is that the girl's name or the parent's name?
What you'll see in there is, in this case, you can see Michael, right? Good call. It's actually going to be that Girl Scout's name. So it'll be the girl's first and last name, and then that parent or guardian's email address.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
You bet. Troop campaign headquarters. This is the spot where you at the troop level can look at total sales. You can see it by channel across the top there. You can see how many girls have created avatars, how many emails have been sent for your troop. And you can get some key stats there along the top, your avatars there. Some of the things you can do, you can, as I mentioned earlier, you can click on entering the NUT order card items after the parents have done that to review it or edit them. You can also message the girls in your troop and send that communication directly to those Girl Scout families. And then also you can assist with reward choices as well. So if a Girl Scout needs help making those upper level choices, or if she's gotten kind of locked out, and then it's your opportunity to review product and rewards, you can make edits there as well. So there's some of the things you can do off the dashboard. As mentioned before, rewards are automatically calculated. So as a girl reaches that, if there's one item at that level, it automatically selects it. And then again, you can make choices for those Girl Scouts as needed to help support them. There's also tons of different financial reports available as well around troop banking. You can see sales summaries. You can see amounts paid by customers. You can see breakdowns by individual girl or troop overall. You can see that big one, troop proceeds earned through the program, as well as the balance due to council, the amount that will be ultimately collected by council. One of the nice tools in the software too is, since the only money that ultimately girls will be collecting is for the NUT order card, then that money collected will ultimately come back into you at the troop level. You can actually record those troop payments within the software. So it'll show the balance due by girl. And then as you collect the money from each Girl Scout, you can enter in that total. You can make notes on there and then save it, and it will automatically zero out the amount due from that Girl Scout for order card sales. So that's a great tool, a resource that you may want to consider using to manage your troop finances for this upcoming season. Also, there's tons of reports, like lots of different reports. Click on the reports icon. There's tabs along the top. again, by Magazines, Direct Ship Nuts. One of my favorites is a summary report there at the very end. When you click on that, it brings up a report called the Troop Summary Amount Due Report. Basically shows along the top the total sales by channel. It shows you troop proceeds, shows you the amount due council. It also has some of your key stats for your troop. This is a great one-page summary of all of your troop key statistics that you can just print out or have. So definitely just kind of wanted to call out that report for you. And then service unit, I don't think we need to actually cover that this evening other than delivery tickets. So there are delivery tickets that you have access to. So here's what happens. After you review things, then you get locked out. Service units have some time to review stuff. They get locked out. Then the nut order is submitted by council. Once that nut order is submitted, then the delivery tickets go live. We know that all of the nut items have been ordered. And so these delivery tickets that you want to review or print out are kind of the final ones. And so you can then print off delivery tickets by each of the girls within your troop so that when they come by to pick up product, it's got a total by item of order card plus online girl delivered. So you can get that total there and be able to distribute those items out to each individual Girl Scout. There is a signature line on it to have families sign just in terms of recognition. There's also a rewards delivery ticket as well. If you want to, once the rewards arrive, print those out as well. You can just basically total those out for each of the individual girls as well. So love delivery tickets. If you don't want to print them, you can just run them and email the PDFs as well. So lots of different options there, but definitely delivery tickets are awesome. Yes, you can earn a patch through the program. It is the volunteer patch earned by reaching $1,300 in total sales. Plus, you need to send that Parent Garden email blast. So once you get the link tomorrow or before the program, queue that up. And so that qualifies you for the patch by sending that Parent Garden email blast. And then once your troop reaches $1,300 in total sales over the course of the program, we will launch that, get that created and sent off to you. Here are some of your important dates around the program. I know Emma had kind of highlighted some of these earlier, but just kind of a quick kind of line here is program begins September 24th. That's when all the emails will go out. Your Parent Garden email blasts that you've launched will go out on that date. Program wraps up on October 18th. That's the date by which the Girl Scout families need to enter those paper nut order card orders in. Then you have a couple days to make edits after that point till the 20th. Service units have a day to review things. And then service unit nut deliveries are going to happen November 8th through the 12th. Your service unit contact will get in touch with you to arrange a common kind of pickup time for you to get those nut candy and chocolate items from them. So what's next? Well, remember to log in. You're going to get your launch email starting tomorrow. Log in, watch that video, and create your avatar because the girls are going to be on the lookout for it. Send that Parent Garden email blast. Make sure to queue that up so it goes out on the first day of the program. Remember, online is super simple. So definitely encouraging your families, if they're hesitant, to at least participate in online, but certainly know that if a Girl Scout participates online and uses the nut order card, that's where the most success happens in terms of reaching high goals and the most true proceeds. But certainly, if there's any hesitancy, online is super, super easy to do. So definitely encourage your families in that way. And then we also have a team there behind the scenes to back you up. It's M2's customer care team. They're there to back you up, there to back up your families and the Girl Scouts. Also, ultimately make sure to take care of those Girl Scout customers. They're cross-trained there, so they're able to answer any tech support questions, maybe questions you have around processes with the software. Also, if there's questions about magazines or questions about direct ship nuts that maybe haven't arrived or things like that, direct folks here because our team is able to really handle all those different types of inquiries. So there's a toll-free number there, or there's a website you can visit at support.gsnutsandmags.com. There's some FAQs there. If you're still not getting your answer, you can also submit a request that gets emailed off, and we'll make sure to get an email communication with you as well. So whether you want to call and talk to somebody, or if you want to do the website and kind of launch from there, whatever works for you at a time convenient for you, know that our team's there. We got your back. So that said, I'm going to turn it back over to Emma, but we thank you so much for all you do for the girls. And Emma, back to you.
Thank you so much, Aaron. I will open it up on the chat to see if anyone has any additional questions. I know both CJ and myself have been answering questions as they've come up, but we are happy to answer any additional questions as well.
Emma, I think one of the common questions is, do volunteers have to wait until October 20th to put their orders in? And of course, the answer is no. And you can put the orders in daily if you would like after the program begins.
Very good. I think one other question that maybe I might have seen is for that troop deadline of October 20th, Aaron, is that they have to enter it by midnight that night, or what's the time frame on that for them?
Yeah, if it'd be the time that I'd finally be getting it in, 11:59 p.m. at night. That's when the lockout happens.
Okay,
so you have up
so-
until that point, Central Time. So Central Time.
Perfect. Perfect. So up until October 20th, 11:59 p.m., you could enter those orders, then you'll be locked out.
Exactly.
Yes, we did answer the question on if girls have to approve the girl delivered orders like cookies. And Aaron had mentioned that no, girls will not need to approve those delivery orders. They can choose, first of all, who they are offering girl delivered to. And then if there is the case of someone mistakenly ordered girl delivery, if you work with the M2 customer care, they can help work with you to get that order removed and possibly replaced by the customer then. And leaders will not need to approve in any way, correct, Aaron, for girl delivery orders?
That's correct.
Okay. Yes, that's correct. And no need to apologize. These are great questions. But
Absolutely.
with the fall product program, it's designed to be more of a family and friends sale. And so really your girls will be contacting people that they are close to, that live near them. Typically then with the cookie program, girls may have a little bit more of a broader reach. And that is where then the approval of girl delivery orders come from, especially because of sharing things on social media. So for fall product, girls are really reaching out to people who are closer to them. So there's no need to approve the girl delivery orders. There is not an app. There is just, it's the M2 webpage, but it is very user friendly. And I think that you'll find that it's very easy to use.
Yeah, the web page is mobile optimized. So basically it will work well on a mobile device.
Perfect. So it'll work like an app, but without having to download one more thing onto your phone.
Exactly.
Well, I will really quick as we wrap things up, I'm going to throw my email address here in the chat for all of you. And that way, if you have any questions about the fall product program, or if you need to have girls added or things like that, and no, parents will not need to approve the order either. So there is no approval needed at any level of the girl delivery order. So really, the parents can set that for, or the girl can decide for girl delivery, so they don't need to approve that. So no approval needed. All right. No, any other paperwork as far as a troop coordinator agreement for fall product, you can turn that in at delivery in November. So really the main thing is to have that ACH form in if you have changes to your bank account or you are a new troop. And then someone asked if order cards are being sent to the girl, and the fall product order cards are not sent to our Girl Scouts. So you can contact either your local service unit coordinator or hop by your local service center. If you want to, I provided my email there. If you want to shoot me an email to see where your local service center would be, I'd be happy to connect you with that. You can just hold on to your coordinator agreements and then bring them with you to the fall product delivery when you pick up your troop product. And then you'll be able to submit that to your coordinator and they'll get that to the GSCI staff then. Just waiting to see if we have any more questions come through. These have all been great questions. And as always, if you have others after we end the meeting, my email address is up there. Please feel free. I'd be happy to answer any questions. You can also reach out to your local program or membership staff. They are well versed in the fall product program as well, and so they would be able to answer your questions. So permission slips, you can do the same thing. I would hold on to those until the end of the sale, just in case there's any outstanding balance issues. But then after that, you can either drop it by your local office and they'll get those to me, or you can give them to your service unit coordinator, and same process, they'll end up in my hands as well. So if you just want to hold on to those until the end of the sale, then get them to the office somehow, that'd work perfectly. All righty, well, I am going to go ahead and if any of you are ready to hop off, you're more than welcome. I thank all of you for joining us again this evening. Aaron, Kelly, CJ, thank you as well for joining us and taking time out of your evening. So we did have a couple more questions as I'm wrapping up. Someone asked if, let's see here, can we email new girls to you today or should we wait? You can go ahead and send me the new girls today and I will get them uploaded tomorrow morning first thing. So that's fine with that. Yes, you can choose for the customer to choose just direct ship. So if you are more comfortable with your Girl Scouts not doing any in-person delivery, you can turn off girl delivery option for them to do just direct ship. Someone congratulates you and thanks you, CJ, for your retirement. And I think then that wraps up our question. So thank you for everyone for being here this evening. We appreciate your time. Thank you all for the thoughtful questions. You were paying great attention. And again, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to give me a call, shoot me an email, or reach out to your local service center and they'll get a hold of me as well. So we're always happy to help.
But one more question, Emma, about parent permission forms.
Yes.
Where to get those, and those can be picked up with the order cards, which you can get from your service unit coordinator, or you can get that from your local service center. And again, Emma, if you're not sure where your local service center is, just email Emma and we'll get you in the right direction.
Absolutely. We also have downloadable forms and things as well. So if you prefer to print things on your own, you can print those from our website as well.
Excellent.
Thank you all for your time this evening. I hope you have a great rest of your evening, and Fall Products kicks off in about a week. I'm very excited. So thank you all again. Have a great evening and enjoy this lovely weather.
Thank you, Emma, and thank you, Aaron, for a great presentation.
Good luck, CJ. We'll miss you.
All right, thank you. Appreciate it, Mark.